Hey, good morning. Good morning. As you can see, it is still early for me. But we're going to get this in. So I wanted to set this up in case you didn't see what I was doing. This I just recognized this time of the year, and I did this once before in 2018, where I went through what is called the Life Recovery Bible, and it mixes up 12-step recovery and biblical terms, and it is not only designed to, I can't say not only, it is designed to help you through those regular things in our lives that we are having difficulties with. So it is modeled after the AA Pro 12-step program. And I found it to just be really good in terms of allowing me to see that I can be in the midst of dealing with my stuff and still be loved by God. That was a big deal for me when I first started on this journey. And I want to make sure that I am giving support during this season, because what I recognize is that at the time that this is being initially taped, there's a lot of stuff going on. And I also recognize that this holiday season could collectively be like the saddest season of my lifetime, and I know of many others. But when we think about all the loss that we've had over the last 18 months, for many of us, this is the first time going through this season of family and love and Thanksgiving without particular loved ones. And for many of us, it is someone very close to us that we've lost, and it is going to be a trying time. It's normally a trying time. I used to work in criminal justice, and this would be the time that we would get the most suicide calls, the time that we see people at the saddest. So I know for sure that everyone can't necessarily afford counseling and coaching and those sort of things. So this is my way of contributing to everyone who is going through a little something extra this year, as well as I don't know, it's good for me too. It's good for me too. I ain't gonna lie. So what we're doing is we're going through the Life Recovery Bible. You can pick it up in at Amazon or any Christian bookstore or anything like that. And what it is, there's so many ways to go through this. I have a different version, so don't look for this cover. But I'm gonna put a link in the comments. So there are many different ways to go through this. The way I'm choosing to go through it, since I think we have about 11, maybe 12 weeks left in the month. In the year, we're going to do the 12 laws of life recovery. You can find them broken down in the front of the book. So each week we'll have a different theme. This first week is powerlessness will result in strength. We will do a lesson a day, just focus on that concept. Each one of them correlates with a chapter and verse of the Bible, so we'll go through that as well. This gives nice little commentary as it relates to recovery. When I talk about recovery, it is us dealing with the hurts, habits, and hangups of the past. It can be the near and the far past. But what I know is if we don't deal with that stuff in a moment, it can have so many compounding effects later on in our lives. So why not start to deal with it, or learn to deal with it, get the tools to deal with it? Because maybe this year is good for you and you don't have any no, you're good in terms of your emotional self, and you're not feeling very sad. But there may come a moment, there may come a time. So I want to equip you with tools that can help you. This was just very beneficial for me in terms of the foundation. Now, I also went and got some coaching. Also went and got some coaching to help me get through some things too. But when I first started my process of getting to know me and unpacking some of the stuff from my past, this was so good and foundational. So this week, a focus on powerlessness will result in strength. These videos will be less than 10 minutes each morning. Some will be live and some will be pre-recorded. So I'm going to read to you what it says so you can set the tone for this week. We struggle with the feeling of powerlessness because it feels so much like we are helpless. But God often works healing in our lives through what to us is weakness. It is paradoxical that as we experience recovery in our lives, we will find there is strength, there is great strength in recognizing our powerlessness. And here's the scripture. This foolish plan of God is wiser than the wisest of human plans, and God's weakness is stronger than the greatest of human strength. And that's 1 Corinthians 1:25. Now, this week we will go through the chapter that talks about this particular concept. There are 5 different things that we're going to talk about within this, and I will put up the schedule for this week in the comments, not in the comments, but in the header of this video. So, and you know what's funny, not necessarily funny, but that is kind of the premise of the last book I wrote on Strong, is finding the strength in our weaknesses. So it is very important that we not judge ourselves for being overly emotional right now, to be overly anxious, given the experiences that we've had over the last 18 months. Give yourself grace. Recognize what it is, call it what it is, and then you can deal with it more effectively. But if you're trying to bury whatever you're feeling, if you're trying to act as if it's not there, put on a front, whatever, it only prolongs the process. So y'all have a great rest of the day. I will see you again tomorrow morning. Oh, the other thing is, if I find it warranted, if I'm getting a lot of questions and concerns or people want to talk, then I'll open up a Zoom once a week, and we can get on there and have discussions, vent, whatever we need to do to just get ourselves through this difficult, which I don't want to call it difficult. I want to say get us through this time that may be a little extra challenging. All right, y'all have a wonderful day. Remember, be good to you so that you can be good to others. Bye now.